Is up, people? It is Wednesday night, Dynasty Pylon. We are going to do our shenanigans. We are going to watch Gridiron Heights. We're going to talk about rookies, all that good stuff. And I'm looking. I just looked over my screen, man. Will Shipley is going to the NFL.
Yep.
I like that guy. I like him. He's not the biggest prospect of all, but I like his style, like the way he plays. As of 2 hours ago, he made his decision. The running back at Clemson is going. So, yes. What is up, Mike?
Are you surprised by all these people that are doing that are right after the bowl game were like going to the NFL, waiting no time. They were, hey.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Like, in the season press conference. Hey, guys, I'm leaving.
Last year was a little bit weird because, that was essentially, this year, essentially, it would be that COVID year from 2 years ago where they didn't have that, insurance year. They could play, they can stay or whatever. Now they have that. Those players are now coming out, which we're going to talk about one of them today. But yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm glad he's going though. What is up? Great year, won 3 of the 6 leagues, including the 1200 one. So I can get those shoes. Get those shoes on right now.
I love it. I love it.
Jonathan, hey, are you Reister or the Reister on our leagues? I can't figure. Is that you?
We're trying to figure that out.
I'm trying to figure. I think it's him. I think it's you, Jonathan. Right?
That would make a lot of sense. Okay.
Donovan, you're going to think.
No, it's not.
It's going to. I think. Yeah. What is up? See, whoever this is, what is up?
That is so awesome. I love it. It's like my favorite thing I've seen.
I still don't know who this is. I still don't know who this is. What's up, man? Or woman? I don't know who this is. I really have no clue who this is.
I promise you, it's the greatest thing ever. When I saw it, I was like, "This is so awesome." You have no idea how much joy you put in my heart just by doing it.
Well, I'm glad you're back. What's up, Rasta? Yo, what's up, man? How are you, my guy? How's life? How's it going? I hope you're doing good. I hope mom is safe. But yeah, man, Shane, I hope you had a good New Year's and Christmas as well. So that's not you. All right, we got to figure out who that is. They won. They won. Michael is Redmender.
Yeah.
So that's not Mike. Anthony is Roadrunner.
Yep.
But they won the division ones. Because Teo is comes in here as Kirk Cousins is washed.
Yep.
That's Teo 51. And then we have 3 Jonathans, man. And regular ones too. I'm just here hoping everyone has fun. Nah, well, Wednesdays we have.
Hey, what's up, Derpy, man?
But how are you, dude? I hope I hope everyone had a good holidays. So yeah, I mean, it's overall we're back to norm. We're back to regular school. Everyone's going back to schoolish. I guess this week, next week, something like that. I'm not too sure, but I know next week.
Yeah, for us it's Monday. So Monday I get the kids out of my house. Yes. Let's go.
Damn.
Get out.
Okay. But I hope you guys won. And I hope you guys aren't in leagues where you have week 18 championship, because there's a lot of players that are not going to be playing this week because they clinched playoffs. So they're just not going to be in. So what's the point of hurting their star players? And this is why we said this before. Don't be in leagues that play all the way to week 18. It just makes no sense.
Give me the floor real quick. Let me do this now. Let's get this out.
Do this now? Okay. I'm also here to fleece Bryan's. Well, look, he's about to fleece.
You're not getting Justin Fields. You've been talking about Justin Fields all the time, and now you want him on your team? Nah, bro. It's too late. You had your chance. Now let me say this. All right, here we go. I want to apologize to everybody for me. I went 1-6 last week in the championship games, and it awful, and won the toilet bowl in the Dynasty League. I was pretty good all season, but then when you hit the playoffs, no matter how good you were then, you lose. You think. I lost to the guy who did not win a game the entire year, but still scored 135 points in this championship game. So, I mean, it is for the toilet bowl. Scored 135 points. I didn't win. It was bad. CJ Stroud, when you got hurt, Tank Dell, when you went out, that was the end of my season. And I give G Money, you won fair and square. Good job. Wonderful job. I hate you a little bit. Just letting you know. And when
we all hate him.
You're going to know.
We all hate him because he sucks. He sucks.
But I have to tell you guys, I did it. It was my fault. I lost it, but that's all right. I got the third pick. It'll be all right.
Look, we told you that from the beginning of the season. Do not elevate your starters because out of your taxi squad because you're going to start winning and then you're going to want to go. You're going to want to actually win, and then you put yourself in that position. So you want.
They changed the icon.
Yeah, they changed it to Mark. What's the punishment though? So this is he is. So now he has to take home this giant, elegant toilet that myself and another person in the league made by hand. It is not. It's pretty big. I actually have the dimensions for the first time because this is the first time we're actually going to mail it. The dimensions to this thing is a 16th width by 18th length on a 36th height. So this
it's going to be like this high. It's going to be that
you'll
big.
See it.
Oh my God.
You'll see it. This is what Bryon now has in his office.
It's going to sit right here too. I lost. So I am a man of my word. I'm going to own up to it. It is what it is. Doesn't matter. It was the first year of the Dynasty. I lost. I should have won. CJ Stroud should have played better. That's what it should have been. I blame CJ. I blame Tank Dell for getting injured. I blame Tank Dell for getting injured.
Blame them for that. But this is what he lost. This is now what. So because he lost in the toilet bowl, like in the brackets, you go down to the bottom half. This is now what he will have soon, and within the next month or two. That thing is kind of like it's like 3 feet tall, man. It's big. So yeah, there it is.
Oh man, and I just hope my little girl won't use it. We'll see.
Well, that's up to you not to use it, man. That's you got to make sure because you're gonna have to smell it.
Oh my gosh!
So
clean it up.
for Sunday, who am I taking? The Dolphins or Buffalo? I'm going to say Buffalo.
Yeah. I'm going Buffalo because I believe they're on a roll. I think that Josh Allen, I think they're going to be the most dangerous team in this entire playoffs.
It's raining as well. And Buffalo does pretty well in stupid situations like by that. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, in my league, got a tattoo on their ass. Texan Super. No, see that I don't like Mike's. I don't like his leagues, man. Last year was bad. Did you see last year's punishment?
No, because I know I have to fight somebody.
No, Mike's. I would never join Mike's. No, it's too much, man. That's too much, man. Why
would you jump into a league like that? I wouldn't jump into a league because I have to have all my own players. I can't play with someone else's players and then have that type of punishment. No, there's no way.
So last year's punishment, Mike had showed us a video on Discord, and I don't even know it's still up there. It was someone had to get in a kennel, and they were pouring all kinds of drinks and stuff on them.
No.
Yeah, all I saw was like milk and all kinds of it's bad. It's bad, man. I'm like, nah, bro. Like that's so. Nope.
Like I tell you guys all the time, I'm a big dude. All you guys have to deal with me. Every single one person will have to deal with me because I'm coming for you. It'll be R.I.P. for everybody else. So I'm coming. I'm like the Undertaker. I'm choke slamming everybody.
Yeah,
everybody.
Mike's too good, and he kind of makes trades at the beginning and grabs the good players, which is funny because Mike, if it happens to you, man, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I'm gonna laugh about it, maybe, but I mean, it's at the same time like, look, now these guys just going back and forth with the pictures, man. Steelers or Ravens? Steelers or Ravens? I'm gonna go Ravens. Wait, are they putting Lamar in? They're benching Lamar this week.
I wouldn't be surprised if they bench him. I still think I'll go Ravens.
I don't know. This is a weird one. I think I'm gonna go Ravens, despite because they don't even know what they're doing at QB right now. Like Mason Rudolph is their starter,
and Pickett's on the bench. He's available.
Does not like it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go Ravens. Just even Derby says Ravens too, and he's a Steelers fan.
Yeah, so. I think the Steelers are going to. We already know they're going to win 9 to 10 games every year. That's just what they do. They want to complain about Mike Tomlin. I don't think Rudolph could do it again, and I think the Ravens are going on the road because they're the only team that I see that could possibly beat Buffalo. I think they meet up if it works out that they meet up in the championship game. That's going to be a hell of a game. That would be a hell of a game.
Yeah, please be the coach to start Lamar, and he gets injured. Yeah, and that's the thing, like it
because they already clinched the bye.
They already clinched, yeah. It's if he gets hurt, we're gonna have Brandon Staley all over again with the Mike Williams when you shouldn't be starting. But reverse psychology, all right, Derpy. Yeah. We'll see about that.
Jackson won't play a Saturday's game against the Steelers.
Yeah. It would be dumb because they already clinched. Why risk your top guys for a game? It's in division.
He won the MVP. He won the MVP right now. So why would you even do that?
It would be stupid. It would be stupid.
And Tyler Huntley could still win the game.
That's very true. We've seen Tyler Huntley come in and be the boss. Wasn't he like wasn't he last year's Pro Bowler?
Yeah.
He was last year's Pro Bowler.
So why would they? Why risk your MVP? You can put a guy who's better than anyone they're gonna put out there on the field anyway. So what up?
But so yeah. Bryon lost against Mark in order to get into playoffs. So put him 5th or 6th from the bottom and put you in.
Yep.
9th,
I was like
10th.
I was the last one. No.
Oh, you're at 10th.
I was 10th.
You were at 10th. You were 10th rank. So the bottom 6, how it goes, the bottom 6 go into the bottom, and the top 6 go into their playoffs, right? 6 go into the 12. All you got to do is just survive down there in Dynasty for our league. Like, you get your place. Like, Bryon already has the 103 going in. Like, that's automatic. He knows he can start rebuilding or making his moves, and that's the great thing about Dynasty. We're going to be talking about Dynasty today because we have a few players that we think that may or may not be targets or possibly sell high. I only have one, but we'll be talking about this later on, but we're only bringing 3 today, and we're going to talk about that. But so Bryon made it all the way. He lost against Mark in the first round, lost against
Mark's mom,
who is ironically in it.
Which is hilarious because once again, it was another game where she scored more points than she scored any other game against me.
And then the guy who went 0-14 on the season decided just to win the one game. He did this last year too, I think. He only had like 1 or 2 wins, and then he won last game of the season just to survive.
His high point output was 120 points.
Oh, he overshot that by 20 something, didn't he?
He almost scored 140 points on me. Final game. He averaged 80 points a week. I don't know. I bring up the best in people. I don't know. I guess that's what it is. I bring out the best of them, and that's just what happened. Hey.
The great thing is that we're gonna get the toilet over there, and I'm gonna
It'll
see if
stay
I
there.
can try and get to Chicago. But Brian's so busy that he might not even watch the Super Bowl. I don't even know.
No, I'm flying from Florida back to Chicago on Super Bowl Sunday. So yeah, and I'm moving. So like all this stuff is happening at the same time.
This man's
So
gonna be moving while
what's going to
watching
be
the game on.
terrible? So we're going to move, and I want to have this damn toilet sitting in my office. This brand new office is going to be all nice and everything, and then they got a toilet in it, and not a good one.
Having a good record in division don't mean anything. Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
we talked about. I'm kind of done with NCAA committee, man. I'm done with it. They're it's so corrupt. I feel sorry for the little schools because once you have a star player on your roster, the bigger schools are just going to offer him some type of hefty, hey, transfer to us and we'll pay you this and come play for us. And yeah, so yeah, I hate it. That's a toilet. It is a toilet. It's legit. It's a baby's toddler toilet screwed in through the top of it to the base of a plywood with 4 pillars that's chained up to the actual logo here, and then a bottom base to it. So I feel so sorry I put the money on Texas to go all the way to Vegas, knowing that they doing. I mean, right now I think Washington.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone could beat Michigan because Michigan was way better than Alabama.
Right, and then
they just kept making mistakes. That's why it was so close. They missed the field goal, missed the extra point, and then they're fumbling punts all over the place. They fumbled 2 of them. That's what led to Alabama scoring. But if Michigan doesn't make those mistakes, they beat Alabama by 10 points.
Yeah. And they have it all too. They got the right necessary weapons to do it. So even as small as Blake Corum is, he's amazing.
A load. Yeah, he's a load. I think he's gonna be fine in the NFL. I think he's gonna be drafted.
What's crazy, he's 5'8".
He's only 5'8".
But he looks a lot bigger than what he actually is, man. I can't believe it. Thoughts on the Eagles and Cardinals game? What? Wow. What the hell? What was that? What just happened?
You should be embarrassed. If you're Eagles, you should be embarrassed. And you hear about AJ Brown. They say that the locker room is becoming fractured because AJ Brown is pissing everybody off. Diva wide receiver. That's why I'm glad I got DJ Moore. Thank you, DJ. Thank you.
Yeah. So speaking of the losses, at least for the winners in our league, let me show this. It might be a little weird. You think it'll still focus even with the green screen, or I have to take it?
Try it anyway. Put it in front of you. Let's see how it works.
So the winner, the ring just came in. And the winners is, let it focus.
Hey, focus. Good.
It did focus. So that's the 2023 one. Okay.
That's nice, guys.
That's the 2023 one. Which is a big difference. And now that I actually look at what the last year's was compared to this year's, let me see if we have it up. Yeah, we do have it up. This was last year's. See if I can actually
enlarge it.
Oh, I can't. That's as good as it's getting. So it's a big difference between that one and this one.
The rectangle versus the square.
So we've had the rectangle one. So this is now
color.
I got.
I don't know. You guys can't really see it, but the black background versus the gold background.
Right. And then see if I can. So is that weird?
There we go. Yeah. See, the words are different. Yeah, everything's a little bit different.
It's a little bit different.
You say he likes
which
the
is
silver over
crazy.
the gold.
It's a big change, and I was even showing Bryon. Yeah, I like the silver and gold as well. Yeah, so do I. It's a big difference. I mean, they upgrade every year. I order from this guy, and I just either go and pick it up. That's this year's.
This is the year.
I usually just go pick it up from him, or he just mails it to me or something. But I don't have the 2021 or the 2020, but I have the 2019 one, and this was, I think, his very. I think it was the second year when he started making these, and there's a big change. There's a big change from when he first started to when. So let's show this old 2019 one.
Which is still not bad, guys.
No, and it's not, but it's just like. Let me do this real quick. Let me give it some time.
It'll focus.
It'll focus. Come on. So this is the 2019 one. It's not focusing. Oh, maybe.
It's almost there. See, it's coming.
If I move it closer, forward. It says 2019, guys, but. And then the only difference is that it doesn't. So there's a shield right there in the middle between the two footballs. That has 2019 on it. But there's no year on the top. It's just Fantasy League Champion on the top. On the silver here. And it's just a football. Where now he's elevated it to the years on the top.
And the football looks cooler because it's a rectangle.
Right. So, and then there's the years. And as for the trophy, I think I've only. Well, the trophy I don't have. I had it here when the year it got ordered. That was about it.
And Javi won again, so he gets to keep the trophy.
Barely though. But that's Dynasty though. Like you see teams that win Super Bowls multiple years, so it's gonna happen. We all predict he's gonna fall hard because of the way he manages his team. The way he manages his team. But you can't tell him anything because he's like, yeah, but who won? Yeah, but who won? Like, okay.
Just say, yeah, you won. You did. Okay.
Just wait, dude, because I'm looking at your roster, bro, and so you like rings over trophies? I don't know. I like them both. We have both. See, for our league, it's you keep the rings. The rings are yours. The trophy is what get passed around. So it's like you lose, but yet like you have the memorabilia that you won that year, and also the plaque with your team name and your name and the year goes on the trophy. So if you lose your ring, which would be very stupid of you, but I mean, if you lose it, at least your name is still on the trophy,
yeah,
that you won it that year. You just look stupid that you lost your ring, and no one's lost their ring yet. I mean, it's kind of hard. This has to stay in your office. Like, as an adult, that's like, I worked hard for that. Like I worked hard for this. Okay, like, and it comes with a case too. So, like, I worked hard for that. But that's the losers. That's the winners. I can't wait to what the design of next year. But it's all fun and games, trash talk all year, and then you finally come out with it. But we're still here. We're going to be talking about football. Speaking of Dynasty, let's start off with some Dynasty trades.
All right.
Bryon, you have two of them. I'll go second, and then we could talk about these players and why we should probably sell them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the first one right now, for me, I think is a no-brainer. It's hard for me to talk about this because I have this player, but I do believe that you should be looking at possibly selling high. Travis Kelce has been a fantasy football juggernaut for years. 4 years. He's been winning people championships for years. And he's by far the best tight end, right? But he is getting older. Travis Kelce is 32. He will be 33 next year, right? He's starting to slow down. 34. He's 34? I thought
Yeah,
that
he's gonna be 35 next year. No, he's
I
gonna be
thought
35
his
next year.
brother was 35.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be 35 next year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that just tells you right now he can only.
That makes it even more worth the sale.
Yeah, he's 34. He'll be 35 in October.
Yep.
So yeah, he's still at the top of the game. There's still gonna be people that would want him and that could really use him going for one more year. But if you could go ahead and get someone for him, this is the time to sell high. I think he's starting to get happy. When you get happy, football doesn't have to be your only focus. And when that happens, I'm just saying, you see it all the time. That's not the only thing you're thinking about. Then you're not going to be at the top of your game. Because the reason why these guys are at the top is because they are so focused on what they're doing. Not just because they're athletic, because everyone's athletic. Now, everyone's fast. Everyone can catch the ball. But when you are focused and you are one-on-one with the other guy, the quarterback, you can do special things. Mahomes is still going to be there. So Travis Kelce's still going to have one or two unbelievable years. But if you could go get a first rounder and a third round, first round and a second rounder right now, why not?
I wouldn't mind trading him for like middle of the tier group, tight end, and then a pick. But the thing is with Kelce, you have to sell now before the offseason. Because once this offseason comes, it's too late because people might be jumping on that boat. Right now, we're still in football. You have about a month to sell him.
And I think he's going to do well. He's going to do well in the playoffs. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to surprise everybody. Though they've been real crappy, I think they're going to come and win a couple of games. That's when you go ahead and hop on. Like, hey, let's put this trade together now. Yeah, let's figure this out now.
And the thing is with trades and Dynasty, it's like sometimes there's a time to sell and sometimes there's a time to keep. For instance, this guy right here, I'm not with the Chiefs are so hot fire, and he's the only weapon as of now. They might go get themselves a receiver next year, and it's going to be a little irrelevant because there's the loss of Tyreek Hill definitely hurt them. So I
say they're a dark horse for T. Higgins. I was saying this.
T. Higgins, I don't think the Niners will let Brandon Ayuk walk.
No, no. I think Ayuk gets signed to extension immediately.
They're gonna, they have to. I don't think they're going to get rid of him at all right now. But no, I just think that the time to sell him is probably before Super Bowl, like actual Super Bowl, because once after, like what happens after Super Bowl, people start moving onto picks and rookies. At that point, it's no longer relevant.
And the other really good reason is Brock Bowers is coming.
That's true.
This is why you want to go ahead. If you could get a first rounder for him, you get a younger Travis Kelce. Yes, he's not going to produce right away. All right. I think he's going to be good, decent, for the first couple of years. And then I think he can turn it on because he is electrifying. And if you can go ahead and get a younger Travis Kelce, why not?
Tight end's very hard to come by. It took me about 3 to 4 years to finally fix my situation. I was struggling with tight ends for a year or two, maybe 3 years actually, before I actually landed myself McBride. But then there's that year where they got to play out, like the rookie years, they don't really do much. And then I got Kincaid, who actually happened to do something next year. So I finally feel comfortable with my tight end situation. So certain things like that, it takes time. Like you might do something next year. Laporta actually did something, but then again,
he started to fall off at the end.
Right, Hawkinson is still a guy that you might want to get to, but it's
he has what ACL and PCL, something like that.
Yeah,
he tore both of them.
But the thing is, like tight end is so hard to come by unless you're in tight end premium leagues. Sorry guys, I missed some comics. I didn't realize I missed these. Yeah, no, we can talk about college when we get to these.
Oh, I like that one. Let's just start it.
We'll talk about college when we get there. Buccaneers will beat Eagles in the Wild Bowl. That's a bold move. That's a bold move there, Cotton. It's bold. Okay. I never drafted Kyle Pitts.
I never drafted Kyle Pitts.
Nah, well, he's on that.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
It's the QBs. They just don't. Ritter sucks. Okay.
Wait, I gotta ask you, Martin. How would you feel about Russell Wilson being your quarterback?
I don't like it.
Even if they draft someone, let's say they draft JJ McCarty in the second or late second round or early third round, something like that. You get JJ, and you bring Russell Wilson in also to be your starter while JJ learns how to be a player. And especially because you won't have to pay him premium money right now. Because his contract's guaranteed.
Is Arthur Smith still there?
No, I think Arthur Smith needs to be Black
Hold
Monday.
Well, you're giving me a scenario. Is Arthur Smith still there or no?
No. Arthur Smith
then
is
I'll
gone.
be okay with it.
Okay.
But if you have Arthur Smith and freaking Wilson there, that's two weird dudes in one quarterback room.
I like Bieniemy.
They may there's a hit or miss on that happening on any productivity after that. I don't like it. I don't want Arthur Smith with Russell Wilson. I'd rather have anybody else.
Okay. I like the Eric Bieniemy going to Atlanta. I like that.
So we'll see, man. I don't want to put it out there and speak things into existence because I have a tendency of doing that. I don't know why I say things and then next thing you know, a couple months later, it happens. Like I called the Russell Wilson one.
I'm like, Russell might be there by March.
I'm not saying that.
Don't say anything.
I'm not saying anything. As a matter of fact, like if I would rather struggle one more year with stupid Ritter and Arthur Smith than have Arthur Smith and Wilson there.
They're not going to let someone. They have to bring someone in with some ages to them, some years to them. You know, you have to have someone because that team is ready to win.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's the defense. There's leaders on the defense. There's no leaders on the offense. That's the issue. It's just a bunch of young dudes coming in, right?
Yep.
They're all trying to be the top dog, but nobody's actually the guy to do it. Like I get it if you bring Wilson in, but he's kind of a weird dude.
He's weird. I don't know. He's not going to connect with Bijan or Al Jair.
Some of these younger guys are going to look. Who's this millennial coming in?
Hey, no, Sierra might bring him in. It's all right.
Well, look, you think the Chiefs are falling because of the coaching? No, they're falling because of a lot of things. Skills that are missing and certain positions, both offense and defense. Look, the defense have sucked for years. I'm sorry, but if you thought that they were good, you're wrong. They haven't really been that great.
Their defense reminds me of the Indianapolis Colts when they had Peyton Manning. You know, they are good bend but not break defense. And if you're scoring a lot of points, they're going to stop because if you throw the ball all the time and you let Chris Jones be able to go crazy, because you know you're throwing the ball, then yeah, they could do well. But if you are depending on them to stop the run or to play hard, yeah, then now you're in trouble.
Yeah, right. Since you will have fun, yeah. No. We visited that road before. Everyone was saying New York or LA, and I said no. It's going to be Denver, and look where they're at. Sierra ain't got shit on King Kong. Okay, I'm sorry. It just
Atlanta makes sense.
Atlanta would be perfect for both of them.
For both of them, exactly.
But I don't want that.
Yeah.
I will hold on. I will take Wilson there if Smith is gone.
Yeah. With a strong personality. Like Eric Bieniemy, who people hate because he's too strong of a personality, right? He's too much of a tactician, which I think is what you need for Russell Wilson. And then putting him in Atlanta with all that damn talent, watch out. I'm telling you that's I would love to see it because I liked Atlanta. I really want to see them do well. I think if you do that with that team, watch out for that division. Might be in trouble.
We'll see, but I don't know. But as for those, anyways, I don't even know how the hell
you got there
because we're talking about Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce might be done next year. There's a possibility, and I'd rather me if I don't have him anywhere, but if I had him, I would trade him before the end of the season Because fantasy football's done with. You're like, there's no need for him this year. I would trade him before the end of this NFL season because everyone's still in the right mindset of football and talking about next year. But then things change. Things change dramatically in the offseason, like by a lot, where you think you might know something, but then some simple action happens, changes the whole situation because of a single coach of a player. But if you trade him now, you'll get maybe a younger tight end and maybe a late round pick. And then if Kelsey does good, okay, does good, you're gonna be like, okay, that's fine. I at least got some assets out of it. But then Kelsey's gonna retire.
Exactly. So he's only got 2. If he lasts 3 years, that will be a miracle.
It's like when I told Mark to trade Henry away. Mark had the best Derrick Henry then. Derrick Henry hasn't done what he has done those 2 years ago. Mark had the best Derrick Henry. So good for him for actually listening to me because I preached to him, like, look, you need to get rid of him because you're going to be in a weird running back situation where you're not going to have anything at all. He did. He traded him away, got James Conner and some picks, which is good for him. Did Derrick Henry do good? Yeah, he had some games.
He did fine.
Yeah. He did pretty good. Mark had to watch
RB6, RB7, something like that. Yeah, he still did fine.
But there is the deterioration where he's like, you can see it. Like Tajay Spears outsnapped him in multiple games, which makes you start thinking, all right, Derrick Henry is no longer starting. He's no longer the king. Like the king is getting dethroned by Tajay.
He's probably going to be somewhere else.
We don't know. They were talking about trades at the beginning of the season. You're right. So look, I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with trading a valuable asset early, 2 years before. I'd rather sell him when the price is right than where the price is no longer correct, and then you can't get anything for him. Because one, he's too old, or nobody wants him, or he got benched because someone else was better than him. Look at the quarterback situation happens all the time. So I don't blame you for bringing up Kelsey. I think even if he does good next year, that's okay.
It's okay because you're going younger. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get someone. You're going younger now.
Mm-hmm.
And then put them on a trade block during this playoff run. And if they do well, because the Chiefs have a tendency to do well, someone's going to try to buy at that line. So try it out.
Yeah. Nope. I don't blame you there. All right. So you have 2 people, but I'll bring up my guy. That way we can talk about him for a little bit. Ironically, they played on the same team. He's just as talented as him, and they share the same quarterback for multiple years. My guy I'm talking about is Tyreek Hill.
Whoa.
Sell him now. Sell Tyreek. He's had literally the best career without Mahomes. And if he's going to do it again, he's going to do it again. That's fine. Again, the same situation. He's 29 years old. We've seen this before. I've said sell them when they're highest at the end of the year. From Dynasty, like redraft, you sell at the highest of that specific week 7 or 8 that they just popped off for 50 points. Same situation, but only you could play it as a year-to-year base. And this is why I like Dynasty. You could be patient. If you're patient, you'll do good. Tyreek Hill had legitimately one of the best years of his career. If you sell him now, you can get yourself, like, I would trade him straight up for AJ Brown right now.
Oh, whoa!
Like, despite of everything, I know. Despite of everything, and it's funny because you brought him up earlier, and when you brought him up earlier, I was laughing a little bit, but the talent is still there. If AJ Brown goes somewhere else, it's fine. You're shaving what 3 or 4 years off the time clock, right? I think Tyreek Hill is. He also mentioned it before the season started that he was thinking about retiring.
2 or 3 years is what he got.
Yes. So he's in that Kelsey timeline.
Yep.
So think about it, guys. If you want to trade him for. You could probably get yourself a first and someone younger. I don't know. Maybe Zay Flowers and
I was gonna say Garrett Wilson in a second.
Something. Maybe. I would still think, like, for me, I probably wouldn't do that just because I need to figure out what the Jets situation is. QB wise, but Gary Wilson's still good.
Aaron Rodgers will be there.
Yeah.
The only receiver that I feel that is not good from last year's draft is QJ. Can't catch.
Yeah, QJ was. We talked. Yeah,
he can't catch.
He's so good when he catches the ball. He's so good. He has so much speed. He has so much strength. The problem is he can't catch.
Yep.
Hopefully he fixes it. I mean, it takes rookies some time. Hopefully, because I know Mark is a little bummed out about it.
Buy a jugs machine and spend all year trying to catch the damn ball.
He needs to go hang out with Amon-Ra St. Brown
because he catches everything. Hey,
he needs to hang out with them.
You can come and hang out with DJ Moore. I don't know what the hell he be doing. He be catching balls. I don't even know what the hell he be. How?
Right.
How? These little guys that are 6 feet guys that are aggressive and attack the ball. He needs to go learn how to do that.
Yeah. So, but Tyreek Hill, I think right now is 29 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's about to turn 30. And we've spoken of great receivers like this before, i.e. Cooper Kupp. Came out of the bat flying, was really good. Had a game here and there last season, but he's not the same. There's a certain time, and I believe in this weird age system of mine, and it changes every other so years. But right now, I feel like right now they're at that age where about that 30 age for receivers kind of like deteriorate. It could change within the next couple of years, but I kind of look at the numbers and I kind of look at these receivers. Cooper Kupp hit that mark. The body does not heal the same when these guys were playing 8 years ago.
You're not wrong.
He's already questionable for his ankle. Like he had a bad, like he played some consistently, but he had an ankle issue, right? Came back the following week, not too bad, did pretty good, but you can still see it lingered. What if next year he has a major injury and then everything starts going down? You could trade it then, get yourself a first and someone like, I don't know, who's the number 2 on the Colts? Pierce,
yeah.
Like a second and Pierce. I don't know. That's young, but I just don't know if, like, we'll see, because I think Anthony Richardson's going to come back with flying colors. I really do believe in him. I think the Colts really needed him to be there, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. So,
do you think the Colts regret not getting Lamar, not going in for Lamar?
I don't think so. Because once Anthony Richardson was like actually doing what he was doing, like combine, and I think they were leading either CJ Stroud or Richardson. I think they made the right move, and I think they found their guy.
Lamar is still very young.
I understand that,
and that's he's going to
the cost. The cost of it, bringing a guy like that would hurt your budget, and then the process of building around him would be slow. Where if you have Anthony Richardson, the process of building is faster because it's cheaper. Does that make sense?
Look at them. They're 9-7. There's a good chance. I think they will be 10-7 this year if they had Lamar. The Colts.
Yeah,
they have a chance to be 10-7 this year. They had Lamar. He adds 3 wins to you right there. Right. That's 13-4.
Right, but I don't. The situation there, they've had bad QBs for the past 3 years. They've dealt with it. They are the mark in our league with bad quarterbacks and still make situations good. Okay,
I like it.
That's what they are. But overall, look, I'm just saying, if you can, if you're out there somewhere and you have Tyreek, come back and let us know what you trade him for, because and your Kelsey, if you have him as well.
I think you sneak a first round pick, an end of the first round pick for Kelsey. I think you get a mid first round pick for Tyreek. I think someone would take
more than likely
pick 6 first round.
Yeah, I was gonna look at some of these before, but I couldn't find any on the players we chose. Because I figured Kelsey was one of yours.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't see any. I saw some Kincaids out there, which for Monty, Hawkinson and Eckler.
Eckler.
Yeah, so Eckler might be one of those guys too.
Eckler's definitely be on that.
Is he your third guy? Is he your second guy?
No, my second guy was Chris Jones, but Austin Eckler should be on everyone's list of trying to trade.
Oh yeah, get rid of him.
Oh my God, you should do whatever you can.
The
Take a
Chargers,
second.
the
Take a
Chargers
second
been
and
trying to
third.
replace him for years, and they can't find him.
If you can get second and third right now, do it.
If you have Eckler, and if you could get ETN, straight up, I would do it.
Oh, yeah, I would too. Yeah.
But I don't think the ETN owner would do it.
I'll take Al Jair in the third.
Wow. You know what? I would do that. That's how bad it is. I would do that. I would actually do that. That is.
It's the age.
Wow.
It's the age.
It is. It is. So your Kelsey one. What would you do? Would you do a second in Isaiah? Isaiah Likely.
Yeah. What if I would take probably?
No, would you do that trade though?
A 203 is probably as low as I would go. Give me a 203 and Isaiah Likely, I would take it.
Okay. Because Isaiah Likely is.
The problem is Mark Andrews is going to be there for another 5 years.
Yes, but Isaiah Likely is the Huntley to Lamar when it comes to Andrews.
Yep.
He's just that good.
You know he's going to get hurt, and he's going to get a lot of points. And as soon as he comes in there, he's good. He's great.
So I would do that for Isaiah Likely, and you never know if Andrews moves on. You don't know. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt.
I got Njoku too. So
yeah.
So.
You don't have that time. You don't care really.
It happens.
But those were the only ones. But as far as Eckler's value, his value to me is probably a high third, maybe a late second.
I think he gets second for him because what you're going to tell me is he's going to be traded, and you throw someone out there like Buffalo, a team with his skills, with Josh Allen, who's power.
Nah, I think they like James Cook now. James Cook did very good. They kept to their promise. Look, they said we're not going to run Josh Allen as much.
He still runs enough.
And then James Cook came out. They finally started to use him, which I like. But I don't think Eckler would be good. No, I think
he catches passes out of the backfield. I think he can be
somebody needs a
poor man's McCaffrey. Like he's not as good, but he's talented.
Eckler will
end up he gets hurt. He gets hurt too often.
I don't think so. Eckler will end up somewhere stupid like the Browns or something. I don't know. If Nick Chubb isn't as good, like
why would you get another Nick Chubb? They're the same guy, except Nick Chubb is hurt.
Yeah, but no. Okay, so 203 for Eckler.
Yeah,
205.
Yes.
207.
Yes, but that's as low as I'm going.
So nothing higher than a 207.
You get because I know the production, and I have to watch next year. I think Austin Eckler is going to have 2 years of good production, not great, but good production, and I need to get something.
I think he's done.
I put on the right team.
No, I think he's done. How old is he now? How old is
29? I'm going to say Eckler.
Yeah, I think he's done. What did he do this year? That hold on, let me pull it up. Now you really got me looking. I don't think he did anything phenomenal, did he?
No, he had some good games.
So for the year, he put up
700 yards, I'm guessing.
129 fantasy points total. So he broke 100.
Okay.
Rushing yards had 617.
Okay.
Receiving 398.
And
that's his lowest since when he was behind Melvin Gordon in 2019.
But it's in 13 games.
Yeah, that's in 13 games.
And then one of those games he got hurt. It's the Raiders game. He got hurt. So
but in 2019 he played 16. And he still barely beat it.
At three more games, I think he gets you another. Let's say 70 yards per game. He gets you about 850.
Right. I'm selling this dude.
He's
I'm selling
28.
out.
He's
I'm
28.
selling
Yeah.
Austin Eckler. He's donezo for me, man. Sorry. Kelsey Eckler Hill, you done. Kamara too.
Tyreek's gonna be good. Tyreek's gonna be
Kamara
good for a couple 2 years. Oh, Kamara's done. You might take him out the pasture.
So
take him to stud. It's terrible. He's done.
All right, you have an IDP guy here.
So the reason I have Chris Jones, I know it sounds crazy because at 3 technique, Chris Jones is a monster.
Good. I don't know. I'm okay with it.
I don't believe Chris Jones. He has to be on a team that he knows they're going to pass the ball a lot. He doesn't have a great motor. He does not. He's extremely athletic, extremely strong. The guy does not produce week after week after week. So and you're thinking about in fantasy football, you put him at defensive line, you're going against defensive ends. So now the name Chris Jones is great. You know, he's going to have a great contract. People going to look at him and say, oh, yeah, Chris Jones, I want this guy. But honestly, his production is low.
It's never been high.
He had that 1 year, that last 2022, he had that unbelievable year. And besides that 1 year, he's good, just good. And then, so if you have him, and I would take a third for Chris Jones right now, man.
Oh hell no, that's too high.
I'm saying,
if you have Chris Jones, of course you're going to take a third. But I'll be surprised if you can sell him for a third.
No, you put that out there. The lowest you would take would probably be a middle fourth. I wouldn't take lower than that. Because if that's the case, I'll just hold on to him, put him on my bench. But middle of the fourth round, I can see that. Yeah,
I can see that. Chris Jones to me has never really. He's been like Joey Bosa to me. Doesn't do anything. He has 2 or 3 good games a year that gets him like really good points, and then that's what averages him to be above 70, 80 points a year. But he's never hit that 100 mark for an IDP player, and that's what annoys the hell out of me. If an IDP player cannot get themselves over 100, whether through sacks or tackles or just anything, really, no, I can't. I just
playing next to Khalil Mack for him. For Bosa, I never understand. You was playing next to Khalil Mack, who has 16 sacks. Who I was a year off, but he had 16 sacks this year with a next game coming. The fact that you can't do more, you can't give him the field enough, dude. I ain't got nothing to say about Bosa.
Couldn't do it. If the Eagles trade AJ Brown, I don't see another team he fits in. He can go to the there's a few teams that I'm probably looking for. I know the Cardinals might look at receiver. The Bears might look at a receiver.
We getting.
No, I know, but it's just like I'm trying to think of
who would benefit from a great a big body receiver like that.
The Giants need a receiver. The Patriots, I would hate for him to go there because I feel like every receiver that goes there just dies.
Goes to die. Yeah.
Who else needs a receiver? The Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs would love AJ Brown.
If the Chiefs get AJ Brown, good lord.
But Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick Mahomes will get him the damn ball.
Yeah.
All the day. That would work.
The Bills is another one that might need a receiver if Diggs. It looks like Diggs might be done there.
Are you surprised by Diggs? I mean, we talked about this preseason.
No, I'm not. We talked about this before. We've said this before that he's so toxic that he's done. We said this at the beginning of the season that this is probably his last year. This is why Davis might be looked at more this year.
Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, Gabe started to do something.
Right. So, yeah, no, I'm not surprised. So, I think those might be the teams AJ might be on. Yeah, what I say? Cardinals, Eagles, or not Cardinals, Patriots, Bears. I also mentioned
Kansas City is perfect.
Yeah, Kansas City, that was the other one.
That's the perfect one. and Bills.
And
Possibly.
Bills, yeah. So those are my top 5. Like, and look how long it took me to figure that out. So, watching from Cedar Hill, Texas.
Awesome, man. That's crazy.
Nice. Now I just want the Cowboys gone and out for the first round. I mean, Cowboys need to go home after they lose. Well, look, if you guys lose, doesn't that make the Eagles? Hold on, don't the Eagles elevate themselves if they win? Though, hold on.
So right now they're tied, but I think the Cowboys have the tiebreaker.
Is that what it is?
Because of the strength of schedule. I believe the strength of schedule is higher.
I'm rooting for the Cowboys, though, man. I am. I want them to actually do something great. Look, CeeDee Lamb has had an amazing year.
Oh my goodness, I didn't see it coming.
No,
you know what?
It's crazy.
That's where Austin Eckler needs to go.
We were like, he's a really good guy, but he's not a 1. He's not a 1, but he's a really good player. He's a high end 2.
He said, "Hold my beer."
yeah, pretty much. He proved us wrong, but he got over 1,100 yards roughly. I don't even know where he's at right now, but I could guarantee you it's probably over that already.
Oh yeah, he's killing it right now.
Yeah,
because I know. Because of course I think about my guys, DJ Moore. DJ Moore 7th in receiving yards with 1,300. And I think CD is in front of him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but you want them out of the first round though? Am I reading this right?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying he wants them to lose.
So you want to trade, but you're gonna have your first, man.
CeeDee Lamb, you guys are gonna probably get 150 yards. He's only 68 yards behind Tyreek Hill.
CD?
Yeah.
Damn. 16? Yeah. There you go. What's up, Steven Joe? That's crazy. And no one's talking about it. Honestly, though, you guys need your first. I think you guys need to pick up. There's a lot of linemen coming out. A lot of linemen coming out. I think the Cowboys benefit from one of them. I really do believe that getting yourselves a tackle there would probably help. Get a tackle on the other side. This is by far probably the best line I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also old. So
yep. Do you go free agency for a running back? A tough yards running back?
Yeah, because Tony Pollard's not going to be like we said.
He's an addition. He's an additional guy. You know, he's accessory. You know, he's not the main thing. He's an accessory. You know, so
I think I said this from the first of August that he's not going to be able to handle all that. He even in college, he was always with somebody that was kind of sharing the load with him.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's gassed after 13 carries. I like Tony Pollard. He's very explosive, but he just cannot handle all 4 quarters. With Rico Dowdle helping a little bit, but then it was just never enough. I think they bring somebody in.
Do they go after Derrick Henry?
I don't know.
I mean, he's a big, strong back that you give him the ball. You can keep,
Pollard there and running with
Pollard,
the 1-2 punch. Yeah,
exactly.
See, he's good. Yeah, no, I think he's very good. I've been trying to get him on my dynasty for years, but the owner won't give him up for anything.
Nope, he sure won't. For nothing.
No, nothing. I've offered him some crazy stuff. He's like, nope. I'm like, fine then. I just gave up. Bears do need a receiver. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we're going to draft one. I think we're going to sell that first pick, and we're going to draft a receiver.
Diggs going to the Eagles?
He's a malcontent. I don't know if the Eagles are going to want that type of personality. Why would you get rid of A.J. Brown and have Diggs?
I want Diggs to go to Mike Tomlin, wherever he goes.
Oh.
Let Mike Tomlin fix his ass. That's what I want. If Mike Tomlin, if they let him go, which would be stupid, they need to keep him there. If they let him go and he goes somewhere else, wherever he goes, I would love for Diggs to go there.
Josina Anderson was saying that she thinks that they're going to give him a contract extension, despite what all these fans are saying, because they believe in him more than anyone else. And don't let Mike Tomlin, and don't let them win a playoff game. Surprise somebody like the Chiefs or something like that and win a playoff game. Don't let it happen.
Look, Tomlin is one of the greatest coaches ever.
Yeah.
I predict the Ravens. I think we have something like that too. We've been saying that's kind of what it's kind of leaning towards.
Yeah.
And if it happens, that'd be great because one of the hardballs is going to be gone. He made Pro Bowl though, and probably All Pro. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yes.
The list already came out. I think we're going to talk about that next week.
Yeah, it hasn't been official, but we've seen like the ones that are most likely going to be in those positions.
Seven of those guys on the Cowboys roster just actually made it. Like
to the Pro Bowl, but I think All Pro. CD's an All Pro when they only take 3 receivers. He's All Pro.
Let me sure. We'll just pull up the Cowboys real quick. Zach Martin,
yeah,
Michael Parsons,
yes,
Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb,
yep,
Bryan Anger, Brandon Aubrey, and of course, Deron Bland had to make this.
The one with all the pick sixes has more touchdowns than
had to make this list. Like, come on now. But yeah, I say trade Algier to the Cowboys seems like a good fit.
It would be a good fit.
That would be
a great fit.
With him and Pollard would be,
and they both benefit from that. Man,
yeah, because he's that bruiser back where Pollard would benefit. Yeah, no, that I think that's actually a really excellent. That would be a good one, to be honest. I would hate that as a Falcons fan, but as for a players and fantasy standpoint, yes.
And that actually brings up Algier because I think he's someone you should be going after. If you could grab him and the owner doesn't know what he has, because I got Bijan Robinson there, and you don't know, they don't know you have Algier, and Algier could be. I think he's gonna get traded and be someone special
during the playoffs.
He's a special
fantasy. Algier outbeat him multiple times. Week after week, he beat him like points wise. Yeah. Because Arthur's like, honestly, look, if Algier goes to the Cowboys, and yes, I'm wearing a Bills jersey. If David, you're new here, I'll rotate through all my jerseys, but I am a Falcons fan. If Algier does go to the Cowboys, I'm still gonna be okay. Why? Because I have Dak Prescott on my dynasty team. So
you would definitely benefit from that.
I would benefit from that.
I'm just saying, but if you get that, you might as well go ahead and trade me Justin Fields. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
why would I do that? No. I have look, I don't have to worry about quarterback
ever.
Okay.
You have like a decade of quarterbacks on your damn team.
I like it. That's look, man. I just need to fix my running back situation. Okay.
That's all right. I'll draft one. It's all right.
Steelers will win a playoff game, but will lose in the second round, depending on who are they playing in the second round. It happens. It happens, but they can't even make it this year. So
yeah, the Steelers,
or they can't even, like, it's struggle for them to make it. It's a big struggle bus. Are they in it barely?
I think they're 6.
I haven't looked at the playoff tree yet, but I think they were in contention, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. So, because they're 9-7, they have a chance to be 10-7 now. Again.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. So yeah. If you make the trade, shows Pollard wasn't a number 1 back overall.
Yeah, but that's he
never was, though, Anthony. He never was. They believed he was, but he never was. He was only good because Zeke banged up the linebackers, right? Send them up the middle, weaken them up a little bit, and they're out of breath, and then send Speedy Gonzalez up the middle. But that's exactly how it was. And the fact is, Pollard didn't have that bruiser there with him. And that was the biggest issue. So this is why the Cowboys have done so good in the air game this year, because they don't have that bruiser back that they've relied on for so many years. And think about it, guys. It changes because as old as Zeke was, he was still a valuable asset. And this is why it didn't make sense when they got rid of him. Because the Patriots like, all right, we'll take him. And then he's doing okay over there. And that's the thing. Like, they lost the bruiser back that they didn't have. They had nothing but speedsters. And then all of a sudden, they're just become the Miami Dolphins in that division. They're just a bunch of speedsters and air it out. It's pretty much what it was. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No, that's 100% right. You know that.
If Eagles stay at the 5, they play Tampa
Tampa
Bay,
Bay.
and that's a trap game. I would
Is.
love if Baker Mayfield advances at least round 1. I would love to see Baker.
There's 72% chance to be the 4th seed.
Who?
The Buccaneers.
The
Eagles have an 87% being the 5th, but they also have a 13 but the second. If the Cowboys lose, the Eagles win. They split. They switch 2 and 5.
I hate the Buccaneers, but I love Baker Mayfield. I've always enjoyed watching him play. I've always watched his swag, his style, just the way he was. And it's unfortunate those years that he had the situation with the coaching staff and whatever, and the Browns, they did him dirty. They really did. They never gave him
he had a shoulder injury, and they just said, "Oh,
they threw him to the wolves." Whatever. He never had a quarterback more than a year consistent ever. So, he has been on his own this entire time, year after year, getting shat on. I love Baker. If Tampa Bay could win at least the first round, I can't have them win the Super Bowl. No way. That's not going to happen. I can't have the Buccaneers win another Super Bowl. God, no. That's horrible.
I don't think Baker, I don't think he have anything to worry about there.
No, I don't think so either. But for some magical reason they do, I will be very upset. Because me and Bryon are going to end up having to get Buccaneers jerseys the next year.
Yep, that's exactly. If I'm doing that, I want creamsicle. Forget it.
Yeah, probably. I'll do the same. I'll probably get some, a legendary player. Probably nobody now. I don't know. I'll go stupid with it and get someone stupid. You go like Jeff Garcia or somebody. I'll go stupid with it and wear Jeff Garcia.
I'll go Warren Sapp though.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Or Derek Brooks, something like that. Yeah.
Tampa Bay Panthers. That's an easy one. Yeah. Anybody.
You say that, but you never know, man. No. I don't care if the Panthers can win now. I don't care as long as I got the number 1 pick. I don't care. Win all you want now.
Panthers aren't gonna win. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I was so happy Cards won. The Cards won. My luck and what? You probably were. You probably were. Is that Washington beat us? But hopefully, look, that Cardinals win was.
It was stupid because they're up like 17 points in the first half, and then
I don't know.
Philadelphia just forgot to come out and play.
I cannot explain. I can't even talk about it. I don't know.
Devontae Smith, another reason.
Was it in Dallas or was it in Cardinals? It was in Dallas, right?
I mean, in Philly.
Or yeah, Philly.
I think it was right. It was in Philly, I believe.
That's a
no. It was Arizona.
Was it really?
No. It was at Philly. It was in Philly. It was in Philly. They've lost 4 of the last 5 games. The only team they've beaten is the New York Giants.
Oh my goodness.
That's the only team they've beaten.
Goodness. Oh.
And guess who they play? The Giants in New York this week.
So stupid. I hate the Cardinals so much. I can't stand them for whatever reason. I go to this. Ironically, so this photo behind us, I shot that. Like I was there. Those are my seats that I have every year. It's at the Ring of Honor. There's nobody in front of me, nobody behind me. Okay, but they're very good seats. That stadium is loud, guys, and it's crazy. But I have left that stadium upset so many times. Either it's all right. The day I'm rooting for the Cardinals, I think they could win, or the day I'm rooting for the other team, they lose to the Cardinals. I just have bad luck, and I think I've walked away out of that stadium once, pretty decent with the outcome of it.
I don't even understand what's going on. Do you know who's the offensive team leader for passing yards for the Cardinals right now?
Trey McBride.
Passing yards.
Oh, Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs is still the passing leader.
He was there most of this year. That's why it don't make any sense on why they got rid of him and brought in Murray. They should have just left Murray continue to heal. He's doing good, but I feel like at the same time you might risk of getting him hurt again. I don't know. Poor Dobbs. His situation sucks, man. He should be the starter. I don't know why the Vikings don't know who the hell they should throw back there. Yeah, we mentioned that too. Yeah, we said of the 5 teams, Cardinals was one of them. Cardinals definitely, because we were talking about AJ going to another team or something like that.
If the Bears don't get Marvin Harrison Jr., the Cardinals will. There's no way he passes by the Cardinals.
If Marvin Harrison goes to the Patriots, I'm going to be very upset.
They're getting a quarterback.
I'm going to be very upset.
New coach, they're getting a quarterback.
If the Patriots make a move for a quarterback that's half decent, because everybody in the league is better than what they have. If they go out and get themselves a QB in free agency and they go for freaking Harrison, I'm going to be so mad. Because nobody has succeeded on the damn Patriots roster as a receiver. Nobody. It's very hard.
There was this one guy.
Okay, don't tell me
very similar to who Marvin Harrison is. Randy Moss is.
Yeah, but he wasn't there from the beginning, though. The only guy I'll give you is what's his face, little speedster number 11, beard.
What's his name? I can see him right now.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh my God.
It starts with an E.
Edelman. Not.
Thank you. No, Edelman, yeah. Julian Edelman.
But Julian the other Edelman. One too? The other little one that went in and going to the Colts afterwards.
The one had with the G, last name with the G.
What's his name? Oh my God.
I don't know.
Yeah, but yes, but that's what we're talking about.
My headline: Washington beats the Cowboys fans, and the owner great win.
What's Weckler? Wes Weckler.
Yes, Wes Weckler. Yeah. But that's because they had Tom Brady. Now you got mac and cheese and freaking Bailey freaking Zappi. Get out of here, dude. You did great next year. Morning. Sorry, Ron Rivera. Thank you for your service, but we can let you go. No, they're going to let him go.
They're not even going to wait till after the game. They're going to send a telegram. See a telegram at halftime.
The fourth quarter.
He's going to come down. This is for you. Barbershop Quartet comes in.
Terrible. He's terrible.
We're glad to get you rid of you. Hurry up, get out of the stadium.
Washington's going to celebrate again. I predict New England trade up for Washington for a quarterback. Yeah.
No, I think they trade up because they're 3 right now, right? So if they trade up,
New England is 3.
So they trade up to the Bears, and they're going to take Caleb Williams.
I think they let Washington and the Bears do whatever, and I think they'll stay. I don't think they trade up because they can land themselves Jaden Daniels.
Depends on what the new coach wants. That's going to be.
But
I mean, I don't know.
Look, I would take Drake May or Jaden Daniels. Either way, it doesn't matter because the Patriots.
I would take, if I had the 103, I'll take Jaden Daniels over. Period. No, that's just what I would.
I would take Jaden Daniels over all of them if you ask me.
Me too.
Jaden Daniels is the product of the truth. But in their situation, why spend more when they're at a pretty decent situation where they could either get either one?
Because they talk themselves into this to the quarterback.
Right, and, but say Bailey Zappi and mac and cheese is going to be the guy. I would put Drake May over them. I would put Jaden Daniels over them.
I'm saying they go Caleb Williams is what I'm saying.
Speaking of the freaking this question, crazy. Would you put Michael Phoenix? Yes. Because the fact is that there's so many teams that have QB situations.
He's going to sneak up.
He's going to get there.
He's going to be a Ram. Michael Penix Jr. will be a Ram.
No.
Yeah. Think about it. It makes perfect sense. He is the perfect quarterback to go there. Matt Stafford has a year left in him. He sits for a year, and he's going to be the Rams quarterback. And they're going to take draft him with a first round pick.
I don't like that, man.
I looked at it. I was like, I can't believe this is going to happen.
He doesn't fit that system. He's a rushing quarterback.
He's both because he has the unbelievable arm. He's thrown over 4,000 yards the last 2 years.
If anything, I think Phoenix goes probably Atlanta.
I don't think Atlanta jumps.
I don't think, but if I don't know, man. But is he going to be a top 15? I think
is a
so,
perfect.
yes.
I think he drops to like 22, 21, 22, and the Rams.
Right.
Just man.
No, I know we have. But you're sitting at the 103. I don't think that the Patriots are going to do that. Because one, Bill Belichick doesn't know what he's doing on the draft day.
He's not going to be the coach anymore.
He sniffs the line of something and tells his dog to draft for him.
But he's not going to be the coach anymore. He's not going to. They've already said they're going to part ways at the end of the season.
That's true. Look, I don't think New England. Look, no, it would be very dumb of them to give up more asset just to trade up 2 spots.
Yeah, but they only have to give up 2 second rounders. They won't have to give up a lot.
Just stay. Just stay.
Because people have beliefs in. I only believe in this quarterback.
No, just stay. I'm done talking about the freaking Patriots. I'm done. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about the Patriots right now. All right, what do we got? We got Jatavion Sanders. Since we're talking about rookies, Jatavion Sanders, other tight end we'll be talking about. I think we'll probably have time for 1 tight end. No, we'll try and do 2.
Let's see how fast we go with this.
Yeah, because we also got Gridiron Heights. It's also getting late on the East Coast. Unless you want to do Gridiron Heights now and then talk about these tight ends.
Let's do Gridiron Heights first.
All right, let's do that. All right. Guys, if you're new here, we do video reviews of Gridiron Heights. And they're pretty funny, usually. Sometimes. They're not.
It's the end of the season, they better be. Come on.
This week is oh God. This one is called the NFL Dread Zone.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Scott Hanson.
There he
right
is.
Up front.
There he is.
This will be
what's up, peanut butter waivers?
This is gonna be terrible, funny, or I don't know. All right, here we go. Let me turn that up. Get that over here so I can see what's going on. All right. What is up, peanut butter? You're just in time. I'm going to talk about 2 tight ends after. We're talking about Cade Stover and Jatavion Sanders right after this. So it's only a minute 50. Let's do.
Folks, I'm Hans Scotson, and with playoffs approaching, anxiety around the league is at an all-time high. This is NFL Dread Zone. We begin in Philadelphia, where everyone is freaking the f*** out.
To be good or not to be good. That is the line.
It's the same plays every week.
You can all celebrate like sneaky fools. Yeah, for sure. Just got a dread alert from Jacksonville, where the Jags are stuck in neutral.
Good, or am I the reason we're not good enough?
I asked if Pepsi was okay.
Do you want to go all the way? Don't be so not good enough.
I asked.
Fred Taylor ham and egg, egg and cheese. Trevor Etienne enchiladas. Bryon sandwich. There you go. The double coverage. Shaq burger. Big McManus. And drinks bottled water or Maurice Jones Drew.
Bortled water.
Oh, the bortled water or Maurice Jones Drew. Jesus.
Dude. I love it.
If Pepsi was okay.
So, do you want to go all the way? Don't be silly. We have to stop at the NFC Championship game like always.
So terrible. Why would he? Why would he ask that?
Don't be silly. We have to stop at.
Skittles.
Farewell to Armstead. Kittle fries everywhere, and from whom the Ronnie Bell tolls. Oh my gosh! Oh, the Ronnie Bell tolls. Jesus, the Jake movie.
The NFC Championship game like always.
I worry that this might be my last shot at greatness. You know, everybody always asks, how about them Cowboys? No one ever asks, how are those Cowboys, you know?
Oh, sorry. I think that's our time.
Oh, and welcome to the pitching hour, where nerves get preserved and groans become moans. Let's start with a quad box in KC.
Man, I can't catch anything.
Just feel it is right there. Come on, I think this is Taylor Swift's fault.
Seems like a lot of frustration for a man who,
It's Taylor Swift's fault. Oh my god.
He literally went into all of the movie. MVS is with. Oh my gosh.
Darius, look at
Yeah, he's so stupid with that hoodie. Man. I love how they just put him on each frame. Catcher Luis, no swim moves, no casting doubt.
Catch anything.
Just feel it is right there. Come on, I think this is Taylor Swift's fault.
seems like a lot of frustration for a man who, unlike me, can pee whenever he wants.
Okay, remember, this year you don't want to take the early exit.
I know. What's this guy's deal?
It's old Joe, still got a little gas in my tank. Let's go to a hexabox of all the fan bases who think they're cursed in the playoffs.
I like the guy every year.
Aw, the other fan bases think they know pain.
That was great. Let's just get to the end, man.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
And it wouldn't be the Dread Zone without a stop in Miami.
Oh, God, I thought we had this all locked up.
Hi, we're back.
Damn Bills. Which is funny because they probably would be the ones to say, no, sorry.
I'm telling you, they're going to do it. They're going to win the division. Watch Buffalo win the division.
They have everything in their arsenal for it. It's the Dolphins that cannot stay healthy because they lose a key player every week, whether on defense or offense, man. It's weird.
Let me lose someone, tear an ACL. Like, dude, really? Another one?
Yeah, Patrick definitely wins. That was my favorite part. It's right there. Just catch it.
Will it in? What's wrong with you? This is Taylor Swift's fault. I told you.
All right. So speaking of tight ends, damn, it is like I'm so glad Kelsey was there. Because we're talking about tight ends. So we're talking about Jatavion Sanders out of Texas. He should be going somewhere between the middle tier 2. Like here's like if you didn't watch last week, here's Brock Bowers, right?
Yeah.
Here's the tier list, right? Brock Bowers, Jatavion Sanders, and then the rest. Like it's that big of a gap.
It's funny because Brock Bowers' average draft position when you're doing it 1,000 times, it's like 5. He doesn't go below 5.
Yeah, he's gonna get in the top 10 for sure. Fantasy wise, he might be top 6 in dynasty rosters. So
Jatavion Sanders, you realize like he's like 48, 49. There's literally almost 50 spots between these two guys.
Yeah, and he's not bad. Like I'm pretty sure he's gonna do very well in the NFL, and somewhere because the tight end landscape sucks.
It does.
So he may or may not go to, I'm thinking possibly Tampa Bay.
That's not a bad place.
With like somewhere like in second round. I'm thinking that's probably going to be a more likely spot for him. But here we are. Let me get this video up and then we'll talk about Jatavion Sanders as we go.
So, we know he's a 5-star recruit on the ESPN. He didn't play a lot his freshman year. Sophomore year, he played 12 games, had 49 catches, 577 yards, averaged 12 yards per catch. When he gets targeted, he catches the ball. The guy is talented. Junior year, he had 13 games, 39 catches, 607 yards, averaged 15.6 yards per catch.
Right.
The problem with him is that he's not a great blocker, not a great inline blocker. He's okay. He's great at everything else.
His blocking sucks. I'll say it. His blocking sucks. And he's a tight end. Like that should become second nature. This dude is another Kyle Pitts.
He is Kyle Pitts.
Sucks.
Yes.
He'll do the little chip. You know, the chip and go thing? No, this man does like
go.
Oh, all right. Now I'm gonna go do my route. Like it's like let's
He
trade.
goes Olay.
ain't no trip. There's no chip. It's just like there you go.
But he's equally good at short routes, middle routes, and deep routes. I think the guy is really good as a receiving tight end.
Right.
But look at him. Look how athletic he is.
Very athletic. Both these tight ends that we're about to show today are very athletic. I like them both. The next one is very interesting to me. But right now, I think
look at this.
If Jatavion makes anybody's roster, I think Tampa Bay would probably be very benefit from them for them.
Oh, man.
Because Cade is a good blocking tight end, but he's not a very good catching tight end. Like he's at the end zone, yes, but there's nothing after the catch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This guy runs for the catch, which is good because you want that. I like that for fantasy.
He has great hands. Everywhere he goes, he has great hands. He doesn't drop the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Just he's going to learn how to be a NFL tight end because he can't help blocking schemes at all.
You mentioned he was a 5-star recruit, right? Coming in
high school, yeah.
But he's gonna move the chains. Definitely, as you can see, he's gonna make some type of roster out there very good. He could be Isaiah. You know who he could actually be? Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see it, but I think he's more talented.
Just like Isaiah Likely.
I think he's more talented coming out. Because you know what it is? It's in space. Do you see it? In space, he's hard to bring down.
Oh,
he's almost like a receiver out there. Yeah. But he's not like he's just lumbering. He is hard to break down. He's
got that perfect type. He's 6'4", almost 250.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. You know, I like that.
All his catches were real clean. I mean, he is. When I say good hands, those are great hands. But
yeah, very.
You be a tight end and not block.
Mm-hmm. So when you're saying about his hands, like he's good in traffic, very elusive. He's got good speed. Overall, I don't.
With a 4.5 40.
I don't. 4.5. Yeah. So I'm not entirely too bad on this guy. Like he's good. I think he's gonna come and make an impact right away.
Yeah.
But again, there's a big drop off of talent from the first tight end to the second. So
when you go on Brock Bowers, yeah, can't compare them.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely a big drop off there. So second mock draft says Sanders goes in the second round at 36 to Washington. Man, Anthony, you think everybody's going to Washington?
No, but Washington does need a tight end.
I know, but every single time he says, "There you go, Washington." Yeah.
But the next guy's gonna be like, well, I have a mock draft that says he's going to the third round going to Washington too.
The next guy, very interesting to me. I actually like him athletically, and I hope that they use him on both sides of the ball. Why? Do you know his history? Do you know his history?
No.
He went into college as a linebacker. This is why his first year stats were cleared out. He was a linebacker in 2022. He switched over, or 2021. He played a little bit as a tight end, but then 2022 he made the full transition to a tight end. He's only played tight end for 2 years. A very athletic guy. Cade Stover out of Ohio. He's 6'4", 251. He's a very big dude. I'm excited to see what they do with him.
He's actually faster than Jatavion Sanders.
I know.
By hundredths of a second, but yeah.
This is why I'm like interested on what this guy does. So let's bring up his film when we talk about him. But overall, man, this guy is an athletic dude. Played basketball in high school and like he did all the sports. Let me pull up his profile too because
what we do. This is what we do.
What?
He's a 4-star recruit. You know, tight ends used to play basketball because you got to have that jump ball ability. You You know how to play in space. You know how to play with bigger guys. You know how to move your feet and move your hands to be strong. So that makes sense. Him playing defense does not surprise me because we've had 3 guys that I played with tight end wise that played on defense first, and then they brought over to tight end because you have to have that type of mentality. You want to deliver hits. You look at Kittle. Kittle delivers hits. You ever see a tight end breaking down open in the open middle of the field? He's gonna run, and he sees a DB over there. He's gonna run towards the DB.
Run to him.
Run them
This
over.
is what this guy does. He runs. He's like, "You want to go up with me? All right, let's go heads up." Look at the way he plays, though. He's not scared to get hit. And the thing is, because he's always laid the hits, he knows how to take them because he's always been that linebacker. Like, oh crap, sorry, ref. But let's watch this. But it was crazy. He came as a 4-star recruit. Damn. A 4-star recruit as a linebacker. Wasn't even like tight end, was like probably played something in high school, but like never looked at it as that way.
We all play both ways. Everyone plays both ways in high school. Yeah.
But I love the way this man plays. Like if he becomes a sleeper pick at tight end, I would not be surprised if he starts doing pretty good. He's only played tight end for 2 years though.
He's gonna be a project. I think he gets drafted early third, maybe just third round draft, so. and whoever gets him, if they
you said early third.
Well,
I say late
early
third,
fourth.
maybe.
Yes, I was thinking early fourth, but yes, then I said third round. But,
I said late third.
I think whoever gets him, you sit him for a year, let him learn how to play the tight end position, and then all of a sudden you forget about him. The next year he comes out and who's this guy?
Yeah. Now, Anthony, I say maybe this guy can go to Washington, okay? Because that's a project, dude. You have decent talent there.
No, you don't.
So why not? I don't know. But this guy definitely, he's 6'4" for me, and 250 is probably what I like looking at from tight ends. They don't have to be 6'6", 6'7". If they have some speed at 6'4", and they can catch, I think that's and this guy manhandles people. Look at this, man. He's just like, come here, boy.
Here's my only problem with him. He's another guy who doesn't block well. He doesn't block well. You would think someone who's that athletic and from the defensive side that can block somebody.
Well, the thing is, all right, I'm not bashing on it either, or what you're saying either, but he's never really had this opportunity.
And he hasn't played with a quarterback that's going to be able to get him the ball and put him in the right position too. So I think that's going to be interesting if he goes to somewhere that has a good quarterback.
I just think that eventually, at some point, he'll maybe fix it, or he'll be part of a duo tight end system. Like, all right, let's take the Bills for instance. Knox is gone, right?
He's done. I mean, that's it.
If they bring in another dude like this with Cade, and they like, from what we saw, they like running 2 tight ends. Who was there before Knox? It was Knox and the dude that went to the Jets. It was Knox and someone else. But the Bills have always ran 2 tight ends usually. I could see Cade run with this guy and see what kind of projects, because the Bills have that much talent out of Josh Allen that he could probably create.
Conklin. That's it. It's
Conklin. Trash out of something. So I don't know. I see that. But you're not wrong. He can't block, and that's probably because he doesn't have that much experience at it.
He doesn't understand blocking is not about strength or anything. It's about leverage. It's all about leverage. And if you don't know that and you haven't done it for a long time, it's hard. But I think a place that he'll go, wherever Belichick ends up going, because Belichick's not going to be in the Patriots, but he is going to coach next year.
Yeah. But the thing that might hurt him, what might hurt him is he's still having to adapt to the offensive line. He might be like coming off the ball weirdly off the line of scrimmage from like the count. That might be kind of new to him. Still, like, as a developed portion of him, but like you said, he could be a good project. I see him as a late third. And if
Early
he sucks
fourth,
at tight end, look, man, go play
like
linebacker.
linebacker.
'Cause
He'll be good at special teams.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Conklin. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. So yeah, PFS says Stover goes to Arizona in round 4.
I don't like Arizona. I think they have that guy.
Yeah, but they also need another tight end though. They can't just roll with freaking what's his face McBride all the time. They need another one. Every team needs 2. You don't think about the 2 in each team, but every team needs 2 because in goal line situations, there's always 2.
Hey, sometimes you got 3, especially if one is Mercedes Lewis.
Yeah, exactly. So he's a very interesting project, but he's a very athletic guy, and I think this is why he'll be in the NFL. You know, good handful of years. We might not see him on the field, but he'll probably be somewhere. Just because how athletic he is. So
I like it. I like that.
Random, can you see Jalen Daniels to the Vikings? Why? Because he's purple?
Yeah, there's no way he's still gonna be there.
Why? Because he's purple? Is that why you're bringing it up? No.
There's no way he's gonna still be there.
The Vikings don't have that many good assets to actually get their picks all the way up there in the draft. So it'd be very difficult for them. I don't think they get a QB off the draft. If they do, they'll be very lucky. It'll be like a Will Levis situation, and it just happens to fall.
I think somehow the Saints trade up to try to get this guy.
Where are the Saints at 13?
They're at 13. Yeah, I think they try to get to the top 5 to get Jane Daniels.
Because who do we got? You got
and don't be
Caleb
surprised.
Williams.
Let's say like Marvin Harrison Jr. gets drafted by the Bears at 3.
Okay.
Say we had to trade. Marvin Harrison goes early. If Arizona's at 4, why wouldn't you go ahead and trade with the Saints? Drop back to 13 and grab another first round pick or another second round pick and start just
because Fashanu's right there.
Yeah,
the Cardinals will get Fashanu if Harrison's gone. I think Fashanu's gone.
I always thought Fashanu was going to the Giants.
I think the Cardinals wouldn't pass up Fashanu or Malik Neighbors.
Not for another first round. Ooh, Neighbors is. I don't think you take Neighbors at 4.
Why not?
I think Neighbors is at 8. He's good, but also I go down to what's the Duque from Washington. That receiver, is that his name?
The
Washington receiver.
Yeah.
He's
the other guy from in Ohio, right?
Yeah,
across from Harrison. Yeah, I know who you're talking.
No. From Washington. From Washington plays Adunza or something like.
Rome.
Rome. Yeah, Rome. Yeah.
I'll take Neighbors over Rome.
Yeah, I think. But if you could trade down and grab somebody, if I could trade down and get him or Egbuka,
and you're speaking as the Cardinals.
Yeah, if I'm the Cardinals and I know my number 1 guy's off the board, and I could get another first round pick and a second round pick this year, and a first round pick next year, why wouldn't I just go ahead and do that?
If I were the Cardinals,
Egbuka could be great.
If you steal my Harrison, if I'm the Cardinals, okay. If you take my Harrison, I would go after.
Do you not try to get another first round pick and another second round this year? Because that's what it'll take.
I'm not going far. I'll trade down a couple. Hold on, I'll trade down a couple spots, but I'm still going after Latu. I'll take Latu, and Latu's probably just outside the 10. That could be a possibility with the Saints.
I don't mind that. I think that's good, especially if now this is a deep wide receiver draft. You now picked up another second round pick for this year and a first round pick next year because of this trade, and you have another first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that might be a really
crazy. Good. I say a dude from another team.
You give me hell when Bryon does his
Bryon. What are you talking about?
We're still talking about exactly what you guys gave us.
What are you talking about? I think the Saints trade up for Brock. No, because they love freaking what's his face. They love Voldemort too much, and we don't know if he's gonna retire or not.
You get a tight end in the third round if you're the Saints. Then
what are you talking about? Who are we talking about here? Jaden
Daniels?
Daniels?
Jaden Daniels to the Vikings.
I don't think the Vikings are good.
They don't have the bullets.
They don't have anything, man. All they have is their first 2 picks. Damn it. They don't have their third, do they? I don't think they have their third, do they?
They
don't have their third. I'm not giving up my first and second to trade up.
They have a first, a second, and 2 fourths, 2 fifths, 2 sixths.
Say that again. They have their first or
second, 2 fourths, 2 fifths, and 2 sixths.
Cardinals aren't trading for that garbage.
No, you have to give the Cardinals another first and a second that year. So if they did that, they'll have to give their first and second for the one guy, and they're not going to have another pick to the fourth.
Bryon didn't know the receiver. No, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. I was saying the guy's name.
Whatever. I don't know what the hell it is.
But no, I think Odunze will be good because he impressed me.
I know what you're saying, Anthony. I know what you're saying. Okay, he's still salty that I called him out last week, but you consistently do it, though, Anthony. You consistently do it. The dude from this school, the dude from that school, the dude like Bryon just did it once,
and it's the same guy.
I was thinking the guy from Ohio, which I could not think of his name right now, who was played opposite from Harrison.
Emeka Egbuka.
Mbuka.
Yeah. And
you were talking about Rome.
Yeah, Rome.
So I thought you meant Mbuka.
Mbuka or Odunze. Like that's hard.
Odunze.
Like
Odunze. Rome Odunze. That's why I just call him Rome.
Yeah.
And Mbuka is the other guy in Ohio.
Why is everyone gonna go to the Vikings?
So don't give me crap, Anthony. At least he's throwing names, and you're just saying dude from this state and dude from that school and dude from across the street. At least he's giving me names.
The guy I'm looking at.
Yeah, who cares? Bo Nix to the Vikings in the second round. I don't know.
The Vikings will have what, the 14th or 15th pick? Probably the 17th pick, 18th pick. Yeah. So
actually, he's not that far if he goes Bo Nix.
I don't know. Bo Nix is there. I think Bo Nix might get grabbed early in the second round, and then you have enough to maybe trade up to get him. I know him across the street.
All I'm saying is
you could do that though. I can see you take your second and 2 fourths, trade up to get him.
The Vikings, if they get Bo Nix, that's a possibility. But who else? Hold on. Who else in that quarterback room would be available there in the second round outside of Bo Nix?
JJ
McKinstry?
No,
or not McKinstry, but
McCarthy.
Hold on, I need a hold. Where's my draft?
I think
Hold on.
Caleb's gone, May's gone, Jaden Daniels is gone, Penix is gone. Bo might be going too. But
in
then
the second
now
round, right?
Now you're looking at Quinn Ewers and JJ McCarthy.
Oh, damn it, man. I'm thinking that I don't know. QB Crickets will have 1 year only. Yeah, I think because outside of Bo Nix, I don't see much.
Quinn Ewers is interesting. He's interesting. The Texas quarterback.
Yeah, yeah.
He's interesting. And JJ is extremely athletic. And the only reason he was very conservative is because that's Michigan's offense. You know, they are very conservative. But he was a huge recruit out of high school. The kid he runs a 4.6 40. He's 6'3". He's not small. Like he's 6'3", 202. He's not a little guy.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. So we got outside of Bo Nix. Ewers. Yeah, you're talking about him.
Ewers
Who's the color?
JJ.
Michael Pratt.
Tulane. I think he's more of a 4th round guy.
Do you think Rattler kind of maybe the Vikings? I don't know, man. The Vikings.
Rattler is a third or 4th rounder. I think Pratt's a 3rd rounder. I think Rattler's a 4th rounder. Jordan Travis is interesting.
I don't know
because he's hurt.
Look, Anthony. Here's this. Here's what I'll tell you. Let the Vikings deal with that. All right, that's their problem. I don't care about the Vikings. You don't care about the Vikings. Bryon really hates the Vikings out of us three.
There's no way Penix is still there.
Either way, look, JJ is in a situation where, and I've said this before, he has no choice. It doesn't matter what he says. The organization's going to do what they want, and that's the way it's going to be. JJ's going to adapt because that's just the way it is. You think Phoenix will be there? No.
No.
Phoenix is probably going to get drafted by then. If anything, Phoenix
is going to be. I think he's going by 13, 14. So if you get to 13, Phoenix? 14, yeah, Michael Penix Jr. Yeah, I think that you probably could get up. If you get to 13, Penix, yeah, you get to the 13, 14, he might be there. But I mean, right now he's listed as a top 10er.
I think Penix just escapes the last few picks of the last round.
They have him at 10.
Because you guys got to think. Don't. Hold on.
He's 23.
I think the Raiders move back to the 1st and get him. I think the Raiders.
If they don't jump up and get someone early, yeah, I can see that.
I think the Raiders grab like an old lineman and then make a move to go back into the 1st round and get him. If not, because they can give up their 2nd, 3rd. No, they can't give up their 2nd and the 3rd to get back into the 1st to get them. They'll still have the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, another 7th, and another 7th.
I just feel like Penix might be go to your team. I can see Penix go to Atlanta.
Can't wait for mock draft time. Hey, we got plenty of months. You settle down. Chill.
But would you be okay with Penix in Atlanta?
Better than freaking Ritter, yes.
Oh, yeah, but by far.
I'll take Penix over Ritter. Jesus, man, please. I will be okay with that. God, Ritter sucks, man. Ritter sucks, man. I don't know why they thought he was anything. Like, you had Sam Howell for the taking. Like, okay, first of all, that entire class sucked, okay? Yeah. Say what you want to say as a Steelers fan. That class sucked.
Okay, pick it. Yeah.
Okay, that class sucked. I don't care. We even said that class sucked. That quarterback room sucked. Now, Penix, I will take over Ritter. Sorry, but not sorry. Anyways.
I think you're good with that. I think it's a good decision, good move.
Yeah. So, Kadani, Happy New Year's.
What's up, Kadani?
How are you? Yeah, I don't know. Outside of that, I don't see. Do I see Cade Stover going to Washington? Yes. Do I see Jatavion Sanders going to Tampa Bay? Yes. As for the quarterbacks, it's going to be very interesting because there's so many of them. Does New England trade up to go get Caleb Williams? Maybe, but why? It's just stupid. Just stay where you're at. Washington may end up with Drake May. I don't know. Marvin Harrison might go to the Bears. And then we see Jaden Daniels go to the Giants, which would be very not too far out of the outside the realm of possibilities because they only have 2 years left on freaking.
You could get rid of him in one more year. You let him play 1 year and you bring him in.
Yeah, bring in Daniels for Daniels.
But even though I like Fashanu going to the Giants, but
so do I. But it's a possibility.
Could they go there? Yeah, they could definitely go quarterback.
Yeah, we're gonna upgrade on a better Daniels. Sorry, Daniels, but Daniels is better. So that's the way it is.
Say, Daniels, give your playbook to Daniels.
Yeah, you know, they're just gonna just carve out they'll probably give Daniels what number is he? 8?
Yep.
They'll give Jaden 18.
18. They put a 1 right in front of it. Get in the game.
Yeah, pretty much, man. They'll grab some white engineer duct tape, strip it on there, hey, go. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We still got the bowl games next week, which would be very interesting to see because crazy enough, guys, people are stupid and they're gonna determine this one freaking game on however someone did so well. They're like, damn, he might be the next big. I'm like, it was one game out of a bowl game.
Watch all these football games. That's what you need to do. You need to just watch their season. They'll tell you who they are.
It happens every year. There's one player that excels, and I'm gonna come back the next day on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever and say that guy sucks, and don't let what you saw on Monday determine the rest of his draft capital, because every person that drafted Trey Sermon that 1 year, and I told him not to. No, he's not a first round talent in your fantasy drafts in Dynasty. So, but next week, hopefully we'll have Mark back. He wasn't feeling too good. Yeah. I think his new job is really kicking him in the butt right now. So, he'll be back next week, hopefully. And we'll see if we have more Dynasty trades to go over, which we probably will. We're going into the heart of Dynasty here with the next couple months because we have the championship, and then it's going to be Black Friday for all the coaches here soon in about 2 weeks, which is also a very fun day because coaches definitely change the way the teams run.
Well, it's literally next Monday, right? It's championship college football championship game. That's Black Monday, right?
Oh my God, it is. No, it is because there is no Monday game.
Yep.
No, yeah, Saturday, Sunday, and then college. Yeah, it is. It is Black Monday next week.
Black Monday is Monday. Yep.
This is gonna be interesting, guys. We're gonna see somebody getting fired here soon. It's gonna be very interesting. So you might have a new coach on your team.
Eight openings in the NFL this year. Watch out.
That's insane. That's insane. You got the Raiders. You got the Commanders. You have. It better not be the Steelers. I swear they're
the Chargers.
Yeah. Damn, that's gonna be crazy.
The Patriots. Patriots gonna be out.
Panthers.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of them.
Panthers. Bryce Young. That was a bust. I'm not gonna say that yet.
No,
they don't have anything for him.
Yeah. Give him some people around him. He might be special. He might still be good.
There is no line there. It's literally just dudes in jerseys, man. They're it's literally that's it. It's everybody in this chat as his line, including us. Us and Anthony and Kadani and Steven and Peanut Butter. We are the line. That's how terrible that line is. All right. We have no skills at old linemen. protecting a 350 Miles Garrett coming at me, whatever. Like, no, like if that man's coming at, look, I'll just declare I'll go buy my casket right now, have it prepaid because I won't survive the next day. Like it's that bad. So Bryce Young,
I'm stupid. I'll try. I'm stupid.
Cheap shot him.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping the hell out of him. Probably break my leg. Like, no! You ever see the guy kick someone else and break his leg on the guy? Yeah, that's gonna be me.
Yeah. So look, Bryce Young just doesn't have a line. He doesn't have weapons. Doesn't really have a coach. So it's a really bad situation for him. I'll give another 3 years before I kind of determine rookies as busts. That's just kind of how I give him 3 years, and then the 4th year, it's like, all right, you make or break. So, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, enjoy this weekend. Because it's going to be Saturday, Sundays. If you're in Week 18 championship,
sorry,
I don't think any of you are.
If CMC brought you, or Lamar brought you, you effed.
Pick up Huntley. No, you pick up Huntley.
What you want to do with CMC?
With CMC, you pick up
Mitchell?
Huh?
Mitchell?
You could go Mitchell. Maybe Singletary's still there. Maybe Chuba Hubbard, maybe.
You hope they're there?
You hope that they're there. Jerome Ford, maybe. Ty Chandler, if he's still available. Who else? Who else is probably benched? Did they say Josh Allen's benched?
No. He's playing.
Oh, they need this game.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they got to win.
I don't see a lot of the Cowboys playing this entire game. Sorry,
if
Anthony.
they go up early, no.
Yeah, I don't see it. Carson Wentz is playing this week for LA.
Wow.
LA, they wanted they're putting Stafford on the bench for this week for the playoffs. But Nakua's still out there, but I don't think he's going to be out there that long. San Francisco's going to roll over them. Sam Darnold's playing. So Blaine Gabbert's playing over Mahomes this week. Who else is benched? Guys, just don't do Week 18. It's terrible. Just don't do it. Don't put me on the O-line. I'm the art.
The whole season.
But anyways, guys, that's it. Got nothing else. And we will see you Sunday. And we're probably going to talk about I don't know what Tink has in store, but we'll probably talk about the bowl games. We'll probably talk about
we will talk about the championship game. It will happen.
Yeah, more than likely. So we'll see. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Bryon, anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, okay. All right, awesome. 2 hours. Time goes by. We don't even crazy. Because before the show, we were talking about some stuff, some crazy stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Good morning, good evening, good night. Take care. Love every single one of you. Later.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.